snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field, breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
A gain of 6 there on first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Smith catches left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dark ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st down, Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Switch. Check 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out, and this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
He's got Smith here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Goes right back to Smith again.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Smith Jr.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
To throw again on second down. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down throw for Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Prescott.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
He's got Lamb near the sideline making the catch.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I can't help at this point. It can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from the 1. Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or else.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to the air, Mond. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Check. Fresno. Back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mond. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mond out of the shotgun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 2. Now Mond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Here's Mond. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Mon looks to throw.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Mon going to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Mon's pass. Intercepted.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space. Game.
On first down, it's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second.
It's up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll roll him out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kellen Mond taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Prescott. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Mike 28, you must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, here's Mon.
He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mon. And he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Mon.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Prescott now from the 50. That is caught by Lamb. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play here for Dallas.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Give me the ball.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Mond looks to throw on. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mond. And this is Cook with a grab. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
A gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Watch the whip.
But they go play action here. Mond dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Weber. Touchdown, Vikings! Oh, great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here on target to Hurst. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.